And we welcome you to TIO Stadium in Darwin for this women's exhibition match. Women's round here, and they've picked two teams out of the NTFL competitions, and they've named them after Thunder, of course, the Northern Territory team that plays in the NTFL. Thunder Black up against Thunder Yellow. Tash Medbury joining me in commentary. 25 years playing the game. Tash, you wish you were out there?
No, it's too hot. It looks steaming conditions out there, but the game's underway, and it looks like Thunder Black have got a good start out of the middle, and Sophie Armisted's just had to give that back to a free kick.
Lauren O'Shea with the free kick out of the middle. She's all right too. She plays for Tars, I think, in the competition. Long kick down the forward line. Who are the players to look for here? There's some stars out there for sure.
Yeah, one of the captains, Lisa Roberts, both captains actually, Angela Foley as well for Thunder Black. They're both gun players, both play for Waratahs, and that's why Waratahs have been leading the competition for the last probably 10 years now.
So just mention these two coaches. Colleen Gwynn coaching the Black team. Of course, she's a successful coach with Waratah and with St Mary's. And Dennis Lou Fatt, who you well know, I think he coached you to a premiership, didn't he, for Palmerston?
Yeah, back in the 2010 season, and then he retired and then come out of retirement to coach Tracy Village, and this year he's started Points as well.
He's a good player too. I remember him playing. Here's Black going deep. This is a shot from a long way. That's a goal. Just an easy kick out there, straight off the boot of Foley. The captain slots it.
Yeah, she's a gun player, Charlie, as we mentioned about a couple of minutes ago, but she's gone straight to the middle, and look for her and Lisa Roberts to try and match up on each other at some stage during the game. That'll be a great contest. Lisa Roberts is a ball magnet.
Now, Heather Anderson, she's got the pink headgear on. You'll see her out there, number one for the Black team. I don't think I've seen a woman playing in this level of competition who could kick a ball like she can. Her skills on both sides of her body are just quite extraordinary. She runs off the half-back flank. She's a visitor to Darwin. I think she's come up from Melbourne to play here in recent times. Yeah,
Waratahs are very good with recruiting the southern players as well, and unfortunately the other clubs sort of can't get a look in, but and Waratahs are just so professional as well, and full credit to them. They're committed, and they have that many numbers at training that Colleen has a swag to pick from every week, unlike the other teams. Yeah,
which you want an equal competition, don't you? Tars have won the last 3 premierships?
Probably going for four in a row. We actually stopped their reign in 2010, but if we didn't stop that, they would have been 8 in a row now. So, and then St Mary's had the dominance before that and had 8 in a row. So it's really been 2 teams, and Magpies were lucky to get in between.
Here's the lady I was telling you about, number 1 there with the handball, got it away. Now, good news today too. The CEO of AFL NT, Michael Solomon, talking about getting this territory team organised, this women's team, to play in the national competition as early as when that competition starts, which will be as early as next year.
Yeah, unfortunately, over the years, the women's competition has been hot and cold, and it looks like we've got a player coming off now, Charlie, and that's not looking good. She's actually my touch teammate, and we've got our finals on Monday. That's Sophie Armisted from Wanderers, and it's not looking good at all.
Oh, that's a knee injury, left knee by the look of it.
She's had a Rico before, Charlie, and she was out for a year. I actually got her to play at Magpies, and she done her knee in the pre-season and couldn't play at all, and was lucky that Wanderers picked her up when she come back from her injury, and she won the Rising Star last year.
So here's a chance for the yellow team. Kick inside 50, dropped a little bit short there. Defence come out to pick it up. Player pushed out of the competition there, or out of the contest there. Pack comes over the top. Umpire's going to have to ball this up. Working in there, Amy Chittick, number 9. You can see her there for the yellow team. We know her pretty well. Good player.
Yeah, she's a gun player. She's come through the ranks as about a 14-year-old, I think, playing women's when she first started playing. So she's about 18 or 19 now. So she's got about 5 years behind her, Charlie. So she's a gun player as well.
She's a senior player. She's experienced.
Yeah, she is.
Senior experienced player. The competition not that old here in the territory now. It's sort of got going in the last few years, but an influx of players. It's just extraordinary. Some people are critical, saying, "Well, do you know
that's a great mark.
The standard's not that good because there's just too many players playing." But you can't criticise people having the opportunity to go out and play. That was a good mark. You're right. Is that Riley? Sally Riley.
Yeah, Sally Riley. She's really a good kick at goal here.
Almost directly in front.
She'll get the distance. Maybe a few nerves might be behind her. It's a big showcase today for a lot of these girls that haven't played before in a Thunder jumper.
So Riley from directly out in front with the pink ball. It just dropped a little short. They've got the pink ball in the cricket. They've got the pink ball in the footy as well. Riley puts it in just a little bit short. It's a minor score.
Yeah, you mentioned on radio this morning, Charlie, that a few ladies called in and sort of weren't happy that they're not playing in its women's round this weekend, and there's a showcase game. And they brought in the concept last year, and we used to sort of, all the clubs used to order pink stuff, pink socks, pink shorts, and we had pink sunscreen, and we used to really celebrate women's round. So I can understand where the girls that are sitting on the sideline are feeling left out on women's round, but this is a great quality of skills to show just the women's competition, and I think that's why AFLNT have picked the best players out of our competition to show just that women's football does have the skills as quality as well. Unfortunately, the last couple of seasons there's been a very a dominant team, so the scoreboards haven't reflected the skill level that the women have. So when you have a scoreline that's 100-1, a lot of people assume that there's no skill in that game.
Although you learn from playing against better players, don't you?
Oh, you
You've
definitely.
got to go and learn from playing against better players. Here's some good work in defence. Ball pushed out pretty wide there. That's Bilious. Out in front, kick off the ground there by Oxspring, out towards the boundary, out towards the wing position. Good hard run at the footy there came from Bebbington.
And Oxspring was one of the better players in the grand final loss for Tracy Village, Charlie, if you recall. Oxspring was everywhere. Unfortunately, Tracy Village couldn't get over the top of Waratahs, but she was everywhere in that game.
Wasn't that some match? I remember that last year. And that's the good thing, I think, this year they're talking about in the NTFL competition, that the women's grand final in the past has been played on preliminary final day, but I think this year they're thinking about that should be the curtain raiser match. Here's the mark taken by... this is Crystal Rivers for the Wanderers Footy Club, and she drops it inside 50. Good mark taken down there. I think that's Bishop, is it?
And it's great to see pink tails as well in the girls that have come up as well, that have come up to play.
From Alice Springs?
Yeah, Kerry White is playing with her sister Carney White in the Thunder Yellow, which is good to see.
Here's Bishop with the big kick. Gets it over the top. I don't think anyone's touched that. I reckon it's gone right over the top. Bishop's got the second for Thunder Black on the back of the goal by Angela Foley. So a couple of good goals there for the team coached by Colleen Gwynn.
Sharona Bishop, a very good quality player, very skilled. We probably got her back when we first started the women's competition for Buffaloes, and Dennis Lou Fat was coaching us. I think she was about 15 or 16 when we got her down playing. Then she moved away for a little while, and then when she come back, she come knocking and asking where Dennis was, and she ended up at Tracy Village because that's where Dennis was coaching at the time. So she's a gun player as well. I
should mention here to all the officials out there, all the umpires out there, I think they're all women in charge of. Certainly the 3 field umpires are all women. 2 have come up from, I think, Melbourne, and Cheryl Schmode, who does quite a lot of umpiring here in about Division 1, I think, has got charge of this game as well. So that's good for her. Congratulations to her. She's been around for a long time. Kick down the forward line, bouncing ball.
Yes, Cheryl's actually a teammate of mine in the Premiership, when she actually retired after that and was happy just to umpire after that because she had her medallion and she was happy. that was the end of her career.
Here's Roberts with a kick. That's Michaela Roberts. It's inside 50.
Look for Angela Foley out here on the wing.
Straight ball to O'Shea. Got that early touch out of the middle. Kicks out towards. That's a clever knock on. But
Donna Coates.
Yeah, she just wasn't ready for it, I don't think. Sian Mitchell. That got to it. The kicker scrambled up towards half forward anyway. Bouncing ball there. And
that's a good pick up
running
again.
Out. That's Pollard coming out of there, isn't it? But this is a kick down in the forward line. I think off the boot of Bishop again. And she's found a teammate down. And Mark take down there. This is now Kalakis.
On the Wanderers Football Club.
Angelique Kalakis.
Yeah, they had to recruit the Wanderers Football Club. Maddie Smith, the goal-kicking machine from last season, went back down south, so they had to find a full forward. They put the feelers out and asked if I wanted to come and just play in the square, and I said no, I think my career's finished at the moment.
Here's the kick out wide here, gathered in this time by Jessica Stevens. Kicks it back inside 50. Good high ball, front position down there, knocked away from Bishop. Ball almost got back to Bishop again. Left foot snap across the goal line. We'll go through for a minor score.
It's quick hands by Michaela Roberts there from the Darwin Buffaloes for Thunder Black. She's crumbing those balls. She's sniffing around, waiting for the crumb, and a quick kick at goal. She's got a great snap kick on her.
Little push out there. It's going to be a free kick. You just can't do that, guys.
Yeah, that was a little bit obvious, that one.
Angela Foley. Maybe it was just the professional free kick to make sure the play was slowed down. Kick outside the defensive 50 was a bouncing ball. Jordan Hickey couldn't pick it up for Yellow, so it came straight back from where it is. Yellow have numbers here in defence, and the ball rushed towards the boundary line. Good work down there to see that over, because there were 3 Thunder Yellow players down there, and I think it might have been Foley, was it, that pushed it over the boundary line? Yeah,
Barnett was under pressure there, but she used the boundary line as her best friend, which is the way to go. Disguised it very well, Charlie. The umpires in the Premier League have been pinning the guys for deliberates a lot this season.
That's right. They do it earlier on in the first one, and then they're compelled to do it for the rest of the match.
For the rest of the match, yeah.
About 10 of them. But if you don't play it early on, it's okay. This is a soccer kick went over the boundary line, so it'll be another throw in. So they edged it away from the danger area a bit as the Yellow team.
They obviously think that Joanna Hickey is a gun player, because Deanna Peckham from Thunder Black is tagging her at the moment. number 14 for Thunder Black, is a great touch player as well.
Rivers in front doing that ruck work, tapped it to ground for Black. They come over the top. Good work in there for Yellow. That's McDougall doing some of the work. Ball along the boundary line.
And that's Sophie Mauboy that's just put her body on the line there, and unlucky not to get a free kick, but great play at the ball.
And Lauren Motlop there, number 17, got a chance. She's just falling over. Now, that's a famous name in footy. Those people viewing this will be thinking, I know that name, Motlop. Yes, you would have heard it all over the place. But she's wearing the number 17. The free kick here, though, for Yellow. What's upfield?
That's Jaylene Chevalier. Great ruck person for Wanderers. Moved over from St Mary's. Won a few premierships with St Mary's, I believe.
Strong mark taken there by Peckham, another famous name. In territory footy, went across field with it. Kick was probably not the best, made it difficult on her teammate. Little push forward there, running at it was Barnett.
Yeah, that's Lucy Adams with the ball. Good kick out of the pack.
Now, Adams plays for Darwin, doesn't she? I remember talking to her.
Yeah, she was Darwin's captain at one stage, but I believe she crossed over to Southern Districts this season. So
there's a shot right down to the goal line, off line, through for a minor score. So the game's opened up a bit too, which is good, because some of the games in years gone by just gets, you get 20 players at the fall of the ball, a bit like what the AFL is like now, unfortunately. But it is opened up a bit.
Yeah, if you sort of look around, they're sort of just ball magnets at the moment, and sort of leave the field very open.
Short kick into the back pocket. Now this is a thumping kick, comes right out towards the 50-metre line. It's a good kick, front position. They couldn't handle it. Landed to Mauboy, and the kick off the boot from Lauren O'Shea down into the forward pocket. And still the ball left behind.
Crystal Rivers unlucky there. Here we go, Charlie. There's the snap I was talking about, and unfortunately just missed there by Roberts from the Darwin Buffaloes. She's hungry to get one of those snaps, Charlie. I reckon she'll have a couple by the end of the game. To
turn blind out of the pack and just swing the boot on it and kick the goal.
Just loved it.
So where does she normally play? So she's playing up in that forward
yeah,
pocket?
but always the crumbing forward, definitely.
So Yellow under some pressure here, early stages of this match. It's the kick towards the boundary line. We'll need a hand on it. No, they're able to get it. Well done, Coates. Emerges with the footy from half-back. Went searching up there for McDougall. Didn't get to McDougall. She got there on the tackle and put pressure on. The knock came out here for the black team. Slinging effort there. Big hard work by Chevalier. Kick inside 50. Left on the ground. No one with clean possession. Trying to get clear was Bishop. They didn't let her go. And then she pushed it out again from a pack of players. They go over the top of it. Umpire's going to come in and ball it up. So they forced it down there by weight of numbers and will, the black team, I reckon. Yeah,
Thunder Yellow defence is under pressure here, Charlie. They're under the pump. The ball hasn't made it out of the 50 in the last couple of minutes, so they're really feeling the pressure here. But Barnett's really holding it up with Lisa Roberts down there.
Handball to the pocket. There's a snap around the body, hit the post. Bad luck.
Angela Foley again, just so dangerous, Charlie.
Now, we were talking to Colleen Gwynn, the coach, earlier on today on our radio show, and she was telling us that the idea was to try and get these teams almost even. But I think Colleen might have just sort of said, well, I'll have that one.
She's plucked a few behind Dennis's back, I think.
Which is fair enough.
She would have been hoping a really, really hard pick out of Angela Foley and Lisa Roberts as to who was going to be in her team.
Well, Roberts got it to Harper then, and they're playing for the yellow team, which is not her team.
No, I think Dennis Lufat might have had his say in having Lisa Roberts. She's like a wall in the back line, Charlie, and that's why yellow don't have too many. Black don't have too many goals on the board.
So what have we gone? 13 and a bit minutes here in this first term. 2-4 to 1.
And here we go.
1 goal. Here's a high kick now. The big forward. Can she take a mark? She has front position, got underneath it, but they got there and knocked it away. It was good defensive work. Ball lands on the ground. Hard running in that time by Mauboy.
That's Carney White. Great pick up by Carney White.
Punches it out to defensive 50. And again, Bishop's finished up with the footy. So from 50, she'll punt it forward. Ball lands on the ground. The full forward comes out searching for it again. Couldn't get her hands on it. She's down there looking for it. She desperately wants it, but I don't think... Is that Rivers?
No, and there's Foley, a snap again. And I think it's going to go out of bounds on the full this time. That was great work down there by Carney White to stop the ball. The full forward there, Jodie Rayner.
Kalakis it was that I was...
Kalakis, yes.
Down there.
Kalakis.
Number 24. So I think it's Pierre Angelique Kalakis.
Here's Lauren Motlop out by herself. Good mark there. Under pressure by Sophie Mauboy, her teammate, during the normal competition.
Motlop off the left boot, kicks it up to the wing. Vacant wing too, rolls towards the boundary line. Players emerge over top of the footy. They try to work it out towards Lauren O'Shea. She doesn't get it. Some desperate work in there by Barb Eilert. She's with the footy. She can't get it clear. They put her to ground. It's a high tackle. And Barb Eilert going to get the free kick just forward of the wing.
Yes, Jared's wife playing a key part in Thunder Black there.
He's actually sitting in the box here with us, so we've got to say it was terrific work from her. That the ball's cut off in defence there. Good mark for the yellow team, and the little kick out towards a player who can run on it. This is Riley. Riley on the right boot up towards the wing. They parked underneath. It comes off hand. Bad luck. Not able to complete the mark there. Amy Chittick.
Oxspring again under pressure. Just got that fist in there away from Amy Chittick, and she's a great player, Oxspring.
2 goals for to a point.
Oh, good.
Knock over the back. Heard the noise back there and went searching for it and got it to Dean. And Dean's lost it, and they come away with the yellow team through Hickey's kick up towards the half-forward line, bouncing at 50. The runner was going past, was ignored. And onto the right boot she goes. Abby Holmes kicked 100 goals in this competition a couple of years ago, but her kick's cut off across the last line of defence. And here's the search for Anderson. If she can get hold of this footy, I'd like to share with you her kicking skills. She hasn't got the footy yet. She's chased. She's got the pink helmet on. Now she gets to the footy and she still can't get it.
She's trying to get it out, Charlie.
Abby Holmes wants a bit of it. Goes and got the handball away. Got it towards Petyari from Alice Springs. One of those pink tails you were talking about.
Yeah, I think it's great that they've included the Alice Springs girls, because they've got their competition happening down there. Not as big as the competition up here, but they've got some quality players down there. Purantatameri's
kick from out on the wing gets it down toward Abby Holmes. Her third touch in a minute, goes to centre half forward with. That's good vision, good kick, and good work from her. You've got to have that vision. She looked out there and she found her teammate there in Alicia Stanley. A bit too far out to score unless it's a really good kick, because she's going to kick from just inside 50.
Should look for Abby here. I reckon Abby will make a lead. And she has. She's gone to her. She can get around on her left foot.
Back. Handball was good.
1-2.
Back to Holmes. Holmes goes for goal. Kicks across the face of goal. Rolling ball goes out in the opposite pocket. The build-up was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. And Thunder Yellow would be struggling a little bit in the midfield, Charlie. We've seen Sophie Armistead come off earlier on, about 2 minutes into the game, and she's one of their gun midfielders. So I think their drive out of the midfielder, they're just missing her at the moment. So they just need to get their rotations right and maybe put Lauren Motlop on the ball.
They need that goal, don't they? And that's some hard work running in there that time by Lauren Motlop.
I reckon they'll put her on the ball, Charlie. They know that they need to get the ball out of the middle.
Opposite number 17 now. Bebbington gets it on the wing, goes across. Good build-up here for Black. They do look for each other. They're playing like a team that's played a lot together. Here's Potton's kick in the direction of Foley, the captain, as she emerges with the footy. Look at the step on it, was terrific. She went searching in there with the kick, tried to get it across to Winera. And there's the lady we were talking about before, Kalakis, comes out.
Waratahs seem to be a bit, the women's team seem to be a bit like the St Mary's men's team, as a lot of the girls come up to play for a season and they end up staying. Angela Foley come up about 4 years ago to play for the season, and she hasn't gone home since. So Heather Anderson could make a stay yet, Charlie. So they're quite good in helping the girls stay up here and find jobs, and they just love the lifestyle.
I reckon it was Foley who got this kick to Malboy. He's going to have a shot and miss out to the left. The kick just didn't quite make the distance, and that was a kick around the body for a minor score.
Kalakis, she's got a good kick on her around the body.
So the yellow team still electing to come to this grandstand side, the Morris Rioli stand, and Lauren Motlop takes the mark across half back and then plays on off the left boot, drops it just a little short, tried to give Hickey every chance. Hickey couldn't get it. Defence comes quickly, the forward line comes quickly through Sian Mitchell. Tackle from the back was cleverly done there too by Kate Dean.
It was a great tackle. Still
inside 50. Where's the dangerous player down there in Bishop? She'll wait on the outside of this. The kick comes out straight towards Anderson. She overrun the footy.
Good work by Taylor Thorne then. Just a little tap onto her teammate.
Stevens kick inside to Winera. And she's held up, and umpire blows the whistle. It's going to be a yellow free kick in defence, and that'll be taken back there by Lisa Roberts, the skipper. Standing, as you said, she's the wall across half back, isn't she?
She is definitely, and she's looking for Carey White. Unfortunately, couldn't make the mark, and it's gone straight back into the middle and straight to Chloe Winera.
Yeah, she's one of the pink tails, come up from Alice Springs. Roy Arbin doing a lot of good work down there in Alice Springs with that team. They went off and played in South Australia, I think, the red team, and beat the best Division 2 team by, I don't know, 57 points or something. Here's the handball out here to Sian Mitchell. That was smothered. Yes, so Alice Springs footy's doing pretty well.
Yeah, it is. And being in the middle, Charlie, it's a lot easier for them to sort of hop down to the southern states to have a game. They were talking about the Adelaide teams coming up here and maybe playing a round against our best dream team maybe, and it hasn't sort of eventuated yet.
Abby Holmes to Petyari.
Here we go. We've got a runner here for Yellow. Could be their first goal.
Yes, the pick up by Anderson. Gets onto it off the left boot. Kicks it out wide. Rolling ball to 50. And teammate to run on down there is Price, but she couldn't get it. Better work instead there by White. And the siren brings it to a close. So exactly 20 minutes, not a second over, according to the clock out on the score. But just some quick comments on the first quarter, Tash.
Yeah, Thunder Black have definitely started well, but as I mentioned before, Sophie Armistead out of the middle for Yellow. It looks like she's not going to be back and has a really bad injury. So their rotations through the middle have just sort of flattened them a little bit. So hopefully they can get back. But it's great first quarter of footy.
So it comes to a close, the first quarter of this women's exhibition match in women's round 7 of the NTFL competition at the TIO Stadium in Darwin. Earlier today they had a youth girls competition, a team called Black and a team called Pink. If you like Black, you're home. They won 16-10 to the Pink team, 5-4. But here at quarter time, it's Thunder Black leading Thunder Yellow 2-5 to 1 point.
Just another beautiful day in the territory, Al.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
You guys catch anything yet?
Nah, nothing yet, but we're feeling lucky.
See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tide.
Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Amart Sports is your home of great sports with all the gear you need. Get a massive range of fitness, cycling, sporting equipment and games with clothing for any reason and footwear for all the seasons. From the biggest sporting brands in the world for the very best prices guaranteed. If you're a footy fanatic or a freak for fitness, relish the racket or bikes are your business, Amart Sports has got you covered with 50 stores Australia-wide. For a great range of great brands at great prices, get in store or shop online at Amart Sports today.
1300 kilonewton centrifugal force, infrared remote control.
How does he do it?
24.5 kilowatt diesel motor.
He doesn't just know how to operate every piece of Kennard's high gear we get in, but also its service details, its safety checks. I don't know.
It's as if he can hypnotise each piece.
Give me 2 passes with sauce, coffee white with 1 bun with icing, no pink icing.
Yep, no worries, Terry.
Jane.
Tom! High on, Maddie, straight out!
Got another shot,
Spin around another metre. Good girl. Good girl.
Hey, eyes on the footy, let's make the ball.
High on! All clear.
My housemate woke me up to ask where my car was. Turns out we left the front door unlocked and someone helped themselves.
Protect yourself against crime. A momentary lapse is all it takes, even if you are home.
It's pure chance and quicker to steal keys than to hotwire a car. People make it easy and leave keys, bags and wallets laying around with unlocked doors.
Don't be the one to get caught out. A community announcement by TIO, Crime Stoppers and the National Motor Vehicle Theft Reduction Council.
Second quarter about to get underway here. 2-5 to a point. The team in the black, Thunder Black leading Thunder Yellow. Tash Medbury with me. What do we expect to see in the second term, Tash?
Well, it looks like Thunder Black are kicking towards the... No, the breeze is actually going towards the airport end. So Yellow might get some goals on the board. That's the kicking end, Charlie. There might be 2 goals in it as well.
Well, that's the right of screen. So if that's where they kicked in the first term, Black. So if Yellow can use it, they might close this game out. Well, they wanted it to be an even contest. They might get it if the breeze is a factor. Let's see what happens here.
And it's good to see Lauren Motlop on the ball as well.
O'Shea there to do the ruck work. Beaten though. That was a good tap out of the middle there by Chevalier. Out wide, high kick down towards half forward, vacant half forward ball rolling towards the boundary line. Hard run there too by Oxspring to get to it. You mentioned her earlier on, didn't you? And the kick came out towards Sian Mitchell, dropped the mark that she probably should have held, but she's drawn a free kick anyway.
Yeah, very lucky to get that free kick, Sian, but she led very, very well.
That's a good kick from her too. She's gone for the player at the back. That's pinpoint actually. That's a magnificent kick, except it went to the opposition. No, it didn't. It went to her teammate.
Right, so I think she got a bit
she nearly gave it to the opposition.
She's got confused, Charlie, of the way she's which way she was kicking for goal, and she's actually got caught holding the ball.
She's got it. I thought she was giving it to the opposition, but she didn't. She went the wrong way. Oh well, doesn't matter. The mark taken out there. Good strong mark there taken by Barb Eilert out on the wing, and she'll go searching up forward too. That's a hand come from the back. Was cleverly knocked to ground. Lisa Roberts
from the wall.
Here's Mitchell. Vacant half forward line, bouncing ball. Bishop the target down there they want.
Here we go to Roberts. Quick handball away.
Bishop is the player to go to, isn't it, down there? Like she's just got so there she is there, number 9. She's got 3 to beat. She's got away from a couple, went back with the handball, did it pretty well. High kick around the body and the mark taken down there. Who was that? Peckham.
Deanna Peckham.
So it was a great footballer, I think, from Catherine called Peckham.
Yep. Yeah, that's where the family comes from, Charlie.
Ball here right in the goal square, trying to kick it off the ground down there. Mauboy couldn't get it. She's going to break free, and she gave the handball away. Kalakis has a snapshot. I reckon she's kicked the goal there. Has she, Kalakis?
That's a great goal,
round
Charlie.
The body she went. That's a good goal.
It looks like...
they're going to have a talk about this. No, it is a goal.
No, it's a goal, yeah. It looks like she loves getting that kick around the corner, Charlie. She knows her dominant side, and... Great work by Roberts and Bishop. Bishop's speed, Charlie, is in any sport. Speed sometimes can win you games no matter what. So just her speed and her endurance is going to showcase today for the Thunder Black.
But I think Bishop's involvement in getting that ball in the forward line was really important. She's such a dangerous player down there, showing early on in the match, Sharona Bishop.
Thunder Yellow really need to get the next goal, Charlie. They're going to struggle in this heat.
Well, Chevalier got the tap out of the middle for them. She tried to get it off. Here's Hickey. Hickey emerges with the footy, bangs away with the right boot inside 50. Rolling ball. Now, they got the numbers here in front position. Can they get a clean hand on it? It was a little knockout in the direction there of Purantata Mary, who didn't get it. Now it finishes up with Chittick. Chittick gets the handball back again after giving it off to Abby Holmes.
Taylor Thorne in there as well for Thunder Blacks. This is about her 6th effort now going for the ball. That was a great contest at the ball there.
Petyari doing some good work, but Black have it out on the wing now. It's in the hands here of Lauren O'Shea. Did that ruck work in the middle, and her kick's been cut off. No, it was dropped. They got underneath it there, McDougall. Just lost it at the last second.
Great body work.
Get over the top of the footy. Handball out here, straight towards Abby Home. Emerges at 50. Kicks down, teammates.
And there's Bishop. There's Bishop.
Bishop at the other end of the ground.
She's looking for Peckham. Oh, and she's dropped the ball over the line there, unfortunately. And Sharona Bishop's everywhere, Charlie. We need to put a GPS tracking device on her and see how many Ks she racks up in a game.
Goodness, she's having the time of her life out there. Kicked a goal at the top of the first quarter, didn't she?
Yeah, they need to maybe put Abby on the ball.
So 2 Yellow players doing the ruck work. Handball out here towards Anderson. Got to it, tried to shrug them off. They got to her. She somehow got the kick away, which is pretty cleverly done. Ball forced along the boundary line. Good work gathered in there by Lauren Motlop.
Great kick, Lauren.
And the kick was good. Gave it off to Stanley. Stanley a long way out. Lauren O'Shea on the mark.
Taylor Thorne's got this covered. Great mark. She's got very, very strong hands, Taylor Thorne.
She turned it straight over, though. Straight into the hands here of... I think that might have been Petyari.
Oh, good.
The opposite number there. 22 now. Dean comes away with it. Yes, I think Taylor Thorne's dad is the great Tommy Thorne that played footy in Darwin here for the Darwin Buffaloes and for Wanderers. It was a very good miss. Bishop getting under the footy. Lost it. Doesn't matter. She'll get it again.
She's got the pace here to help her backline players out. And there's Anderson. Great left foot, Charlie. She is very dominant on both sides. You can't actually tell which is her preferred side.
Work to Peckham and back to Anderson again and up towards the wing. That's a good kick. Good play too. Foley has it on the wing. Tried to go searching down there for Price. Price got it and then
good
turned
hands
it over.
out of the pack.
Now it finishes up with Mitchell. Mitchell down to a one-on-one bouncing ball here. You wanted it to bounce the other way. Was the player running back there in Kalakis. It didn't get to her, and the yellow team win the kick to the middle of the ground to Riley.
They're on here, Charlie. If they can get the ball out, they had the numbers.
Well, they're starting to do that, especially in that midfield, aren't they? Get 4 or 5 players loose in the midfield, just not getting their hands on the footy enough here.
That's Oxspring coming through there and stopped the play there for Yellow, but Yellow's got the ball back and kicked it down towards Amy Chittick.
And Anderson in front position. Chittick got there. Anderson put pressure on, but umpire lets it go. And see all the yellow players here, that hasn't gone the distance. Umpire's going to call play on and does just that. And the kick goes from Chevalier out wide. It's a bouncing ball, sets a task there for Hickey. Closing on her very quickly was Telford.
She's got Holmes there that's helped her out.
Telford was looking for a bit of a free kick there. Umpire not that interested in it. Yellow with all the play here. And the shot, that's a goal, I reckon.
Yeah, they've got their first goal, Charlie. They really, really needed that, and I think that's come from Martin.
Brianna Martin, I think it was, number 5. Yes, right. She was in with the pack of players there and emerged with the footy, and that's her there. She kicked the goal. Well done.
Yeah, that was good play by Yellow. They had the numbers, Charlie, and they really need to get that ball. If they turned it over, they would have been very disappointed. They had the play, that's for sure.
Well, you said that. I mean, that momentum shift has been to the Yellow team in this second quarter. Sometimes the breeze does that to you. When you have to go uphill, there's a psychological thing that happens in your brain. And you know you're kicking with the breeze. You just do that little bit extra.
Chevalier is also winning the taps out of the middle here for Yellow, so she's getting them on the board, trying to get them out of the centre square.
So I don't know what... Dennis Lufat, would you know? What would he have said to this Yellow team? Because they're playing a lot better in this term than they did in the first term. Maybe a little nervous then.
He would have stuck to the game plan and just said to them, listen, we're settled. We're new playing with each other, so just go out there, play your part like we've spoken about and trained for. And he doesn't really give too much away, Dennis.
It's Price. Pushed away. There's Price again. Number 20 gets it. Got the kick away. They're just outside 50, gathered in this time by Peckham.
Punatana Mary, great. That's great body work.
Goes back outside 50. Handball cleverly knocked on there by Bebbington.
Oh, good pick up. Straight to Carney White, unfortunately.
Turned it straight over.
It's come back down. Now that looks like Foley with the line boots on, and Sharona Bishop to take a screen. Oh, I thought she was going to go up the back, Charlie. I've seen her on people's shoulders before.
Lisa Roberts always going to be hard to get around though. She's very clever and she stood her ground. She knew exactly what she was doing. That's a good strong mark taken there by Foley. Emerges again with the footy.
Here we go.
Kicks it to the pocket. Bishop at the back. Bishop trying to get the footy. They push it to ground. Umpire had a little look at it for a second, but they've done pretty well there, Lisa Roberts, to win the footy and almost clear it away. Bishop still looking for it. She got it at last, Bishop. She's onto the right boot. Bangs it down towards the forward pocket and finds her teammate down there. I reckon this is Kalakis. Bishop again instrumental in setting that up.
She just doesn't give up, Charlie. And Kalakis, she's got a good kick on her. She's already got a goal. We'll back her from here.
She just stutters a little bit, but I don't think she's missed that one. She hasn't. She kicks the goal against the run of play, and she's got 2 in this quarter.
She's got the Kennedy stutter from West Coast.
Yes, that's right. It's a shocker, isn't it?
I think he's worked on it a bit better. It's not as bad as what it used to be, but he kicks the goal, so she's got a good technique.
She's coming off now, I think, for a rest. She's done the damage there, so it was a good move if that's what the coach had in mind.
Bishop's coming off as well, Charlie, for a spell. So this is Yellow's chance to try and get some goals back here.
Looks like waiting to go on there is Lucy Adam.
2 of their better players are coming off.
Actually, it's not Adam. It's number 19 going on, Potton. And also 21's going with her. That's Carlisle. Meanwhile, out of the middle, Yellow team who had all the play for a second, just weren't able to show it on the scoreboard. And the black team have responded pretty well, running forward there, Lauren O'Shea. Gee, she's been busy, hasn't she, Lauren O'Shea? What do we know about her?
Yes, she's a
TARS player.
She's a mobile ruck person when she plays as well, so she can go forward, she can go back, she can play anywhere, Charlie, which is really good. And with her agility, she plays really well on Jaylene Trevelyan. Jaylene Trevelyan is probably one of the better ruck players that we have in the women's competition.
Here's Barnett. Kicks to the 1-on-3, did it well, gave it to Chevalier. And she'll go with a little kick. Getting in the way was Anderson.
It was great ball work there.
Handball out towards Stanley from the opposition team, the yellow team. Little push through. It's always a dangerous thing when you have to bend to pick it up and they're right on your tail and the pressure comes. Here's Anderson. They pulled her off the ball. Umpire says it's all okay though. What do you think of the umpiring so far? Let it flow a little bit is a good idea?
Yeah, when you don't notice the umpires, I think they're doing a great job. It's not stop-start, and they've been very consistent, which is great.
Because you really don't want ticky-touch free kicks, do you?
No, when you know that the umpires are out there, I think that's when a few calls might be not needed or required, but I guess we wouldn't have a game unless we have umpires. I umpire at touch on Mondays and Thursday nights, and it is hard work, Charlie.
Eilert gave it off to Oxbury, who went down over the wing with the kick for the black team. Now the kick forward by Stevens. And running hard at the footy down there is Malboy. Malboy's been busy as well, number 10.
Yeah, she's another soccer background as well. So we've got a lot of netball players, a lot of soccer players.
She hasn't got a sister who can sing a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, Charlie. And the other sister plays touch, so she was playing on Thursday night. Kathy.
All part of the Malboy family?
Yeah, they're one of the sisters. Her partner plays for the Magpies, Broderick Church.
Bebbington over the foot. He's not going to come out, I don't think. Umpire's going to come in and ball it up. Was held up there to some good work in defence down there was Dean.
Just past halfway through the second quarter now, so...
Might have been Motlop rather under that ball, I think. Sorry, Tash.
No, they really need to get another goal on the board, Charlie. I just think that Thunder Black are really setting their dominance here at the moment, and it's just really showcasing that Yellow are using up all their tickets to try and get the ball into the 50, and that's not really paying off for them at the moment.
Well, you only have so much petrol, don't you? Here's Malboy.
The heat out here.
Out through Carlisle. Carlisle caught in the tackle, got the handball away. Spillage to the advantage of the yellow team.
Oxspring, here we go. This is the runner.
So Jocelyn Oxspring.
Patton.
And beautifully read by Julie Potton from Palmerston.
Yeah, it was. She came up three years ago for work. We found her in the street and asked her if she knew football. She said she'd heard about it and she was a gun netball player. So we got her on the down to training and just started.
What do you mean you got her on the street?
She lived across the road from our coach Felicity Tanky, and she just happened to see her out on the street.
And she looked like a footballer.
Yeah, so she said, "Excuse me, do you know how to play football?"
So deep in the pocket, what's that?
That's another goal. That's another goal, and that's Sophie Malboy. I think that's kicked that goal, Charlie, for Thunder Black. So that's 5 goals, 5 to Thunder Black, 35.
Well, was that Carlisle maybe kicked it? Or was it, do you think Malboy? I just didn't pick that
No,
up.
I think it might have been 21, Charlie.
Yeah, it might have been Carlisle, I think. So Kathleen Carlisle gets on the board. So those goal kickers, Foley's got 1, Sharona Bishop's got 1, Carlisle's got 1, and Kalakis has got 2. On the other side of the ledger, just the 1 goal kicked by Brianna Martin for the yellow team. So they send a player into the middle. That's McDougall, number 3.
It's Kerry White in the middle as well.
Where are they winning this game, the black team? They're just good. Too many good players at the fall of the ball, haven't they?
Their consistency as well in their backline. I mean, they're winning it in all areas of the ground, Charlie. Unfortunately, Yellow just can't seem to get dominant enough yet in the contest. And also Black are leading to the ball. Like here we go, Deanna Peckham again in front.
Just reading it better, aren't they? As Peckham takes that mark.
Just at the drop of the ball, and they'll look for Julie Potton again here.
Watch this kick. Take a bounce. She'll load this up. She's got a second. This is Anderson. Takes a third.
She can get
to 50. She'll kick a goal from
No one
here.
runs at her. She's going to have a shot.
She's gone right over the top and it rolls away for a minor score.
That was a great run and bounce. 3 bounces there, Charlie, down the wing. Front of the grandstand as well.
That's
Everyone
right.
loves having a bounce down the grandstand. No one does it over under the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's right. You don't see it on that far side of the ground. So the yellow team under pressure here at the 14-minute mark, and they'll kick it out towards their half-back line, but they've got in the way there, and Crawford tried to get it, didn't get it.
They're on here. If Amy Chittick can get this and just take off and run, they've got the numbers here, Charlie.
Chittick's kick's got to be good, and it got over the top. She was lucky, and waiting at the back there is Abby Holmes. Holmes did pretty well. Second
Great
effort
tackle
from her. They
by Taylor
nailed her.
Thorne.
Thorne got to her in a hurry, didn't she? Put her to ground. And now Abby Holmes returns the compliment.
She's won a free
gives away
kick
a free
there.
kick.
That was one player on 3, Charlie, and Taylor Thorne, an 18-year-old, has won that contest hands down.
Nice kick from her too. Measured out nicely. Mark taken here by Mauboy.
Good leading by Angela Foley.
Foley gets it out in front.
Peckham's on here if they want to keep going down the wing. She'll load up in the middle.
If this goes over the top, it's going to be marked. It is, and that's Dean.
We've got
at the
50,
back.
Charlie. We've got, I think Angela Foley's getting taken right up in front of goal, about 10 metres out.
Now, I wonder what happened there. Player didn't come back on the mark, maybe?
Coates from Southern Districts has either gone over the mark or we'll assume she's gone over the mark. They wouldn't have said anything to the umpires.
Of course not. No. Yeah, so she's directly out in front now. Is Foley kicked the goal in the first term. She's a good kick of the footy. I don't think she's going to pass it off.
Yeah, don't bother leading. She's got a great kick on her.
She stabs at this and she hits it nicely, strikes it beautifully, kicks the goal, and Angela Foley, the skipper, kicks her second for the match.
Very, very dominant player. Charlie, Thunder Black just have too many dominant players out there at the moment. I think Dennis Lufat needs to make a few changes here before the game really gets away from yellow.
Yeah, they didn't get the match up so well. I thought the breeze might make a difference because they're actually going uphill at the moment, and they've kicked 4 goals into the breeze, the black team, which is a pretty remarkable effort. 5 goals kicked in this quarter.
I know one player doesn't make a team, but I've really, really missed Sophie Armistead with her injury in the first couple of minutes of the game. She's a gun player. She won the Rising Star last year in the competition, and yeah, if it's her knee and she's out for the rest of the season, she's going to be sorely missed by Wanderers.
And Bishop's back on again. That's worrying sides for the yellow team. I've got to mention Jaylene Chevalier. I think her ruck work, she's just about won every tap in the middle, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's great. Charlie, like I said, she's one of probably 4 or 5 premierships in St Mary's. She plays rugby union, sevens, plays touch in our team. She plays every sport that's going.
Watch her there, number 23 in the yellow. So she got it down to her teammate again. She looked out of position, but still was able to reach across and knock it to ground. So the yellow team trying to win it out of the middle. They finally get it. Getting in the way down there was Telford. It beat her though, Telford. They got away from her. Here's Lauren Motlop. Open goal square, rolls for it and goes through for a minor score.
She had a lot more time there, Charlie, to probably run a little bit further into goal. She knew Taylor Thorne was there as well, ex-teammates.
Now they've asked this woman to be the kicker, Heather Anderson. The designated kicker. Where does she want to go? She's going to kick to herself.
No.
And she emerges with it somehow and then goes with it. See, that kick's nice, isn't it? If you can kick a footy like that, it's a big help, isn't it? Potton has it, looks out wide,
They're
finds
on here.
Peckham. Peckham gets it. They've got extra players up on the wing. There's the kick towards the wing. And the mark taken there by Mauboy. Out on the grandstand wing and kicked into the player on the mark, smothered by Lisa Roberts. She's such a crafty player, Lisa Roberts.
And Dennis Lufat has made the move. He's put Lisa Roberts on the ball, Charlie. He's had to move her out of defence and try and get some goals on the board.
Kick inside 50. Oh, she got clear. This is Stanley, and then she lost it, and it's with Bilius, and Bilius goes wide with the kick, and who's going to get there first? I reckon I might back Bishop.
Bishop can go all the way here, Charlie. The wing is absolutely free. There's no one in front of her, so she can have a few bounces and take off.
So her teammate could have helped her with a shot, but she didn't, and forced her to kick in the end, and she put it out there in the direction of Barnett, sees it towards the boundary line, went back with the handball, tried to give it to Crawford. Crawford couldn't get it. Spillage comes out in the direction that time of Lucy Adam, who didn't get it. And again, the yellow team have plenty of if you were adding up the stats here, they've had the ball in their hands just as many times, yellow. They just can't seem to work it well enough to get it to a teammate.
No, they're just finding the position. Thunder Black always seem to be in front of the ball at the drop of the ball as well, Charlie.
So that defensive line from the yellow team working very hard back there.
There's Jaylene Chevalier again. Good hands.
Little up and under kick, bounces straight in the direction of Riley. Riley's had a bit of it, kicks it out towards the wing.
Jaylene Chevalier's brother won a Frank Johnson medal, Joey Forrester.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good genes in their family.
Abby Holmes with the ball from at 50. Goes long for goal and kicks it across the face. Minor score again.
It's Probably 2 gettable goals they could have got from Lauren Motlop and Abby Holmes. A little bit more time, run into goal, settle, get balanced and have a shot on goal.
Now I wonder what Heather Anderson will do here. She gave the little kick to herself last time, which nearly was disastrous for her.
They'll look for a runner here.
There is the runner goes for that's
Peckham.
Telford. She hasn't. She's gone over the top of Telford. Out much further. Handball across straight into the hands of Barb Islet. Goes with the kick at defensive 50, but a good mark taken there. Sliding after the footy. Nice mark taken there by Chittick. Gee, hasn't she had a bit of it, Chittick?
Yeah, she has. She's been good for yellow. She's getting her hands on the ball now. I think Dennis Lufat's put her on the ball as well with Lisa Roberts.
Here's the dangerous Abby Holmes. She's going to go for goal and she misses everything. This time it goes out for a minor score. So she's getting her hands on it, which is a good sign for her. Just not bothering the
goal.
The goal umpire.
No. Taylor Thorne's wearing her like a glove at the moment. She's playing well.
So it's a good matchup, isn't it, to have Taylor Thorne on her. So the first half comes to a close. It's the black team who's been dominant. They led 2-5 to a point at quarter time. They stretched the lead even further at half time. They are in front here at half time. 6 goals, 6 to the yellow team, 1-3. Let's get some comments from Tash Medbury.
Yeah, yellow really need to hit the straps in the third quarter, Charlie. I think they're really falling behind. Just the consistency and the dominance that Thunder Black is showing. Angela Foley is on fire, and Kalakis kicking 2 goals up forward as well in the full forward. Dennis Lufat for yellow needs to make a few changes. Otherwise, as they say, the third quarter's a premiership quarter, Charlie, so they really need to come back.
6-6 to 1-3 at half time, and Foley's got 2 for the black team, and Kalakis has a couple. Carlisle has a goal. Bishop has a goal, and for the Thunder yellow team, Martin kicked a goal in that second term. So the lead at half time, 6-6 the black team against yellow, 1-3.
Just another beautiful day in the territory, Al.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
You guys catch anything yet?
Nah, nothing yet, but we're feeling lucky.
See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tide. What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kmart Sports is your home of great sports with all the gear you need. Get a massive range of fitness, cycling, sporting equipment and games with clothing for any reason and footwear for all the seasons. From the biggest sporting brands in the world for the very best prices guaranteed. If you're a footy fanatic or a freak for fitness, relish the racket or bikes are your business, Kmart Sports has got you covered with 50 stores Australia-wide. For a great range of great brands at great prices, get in store or shop online at Kmart Sports today.
1300 kilonewton centrifugal force, infrared remote control.
How does he do it?
24.5 kilowatt diesel motor.
He doesn't just know how to operate every piece of Kennard's high gear we get in, but also its service details, its safety checks.
I know. It's as if he can hypnotise each piece.
Give me 2 passes with sauce, coffee white with 1 bun with icing, no pink icing.
Yep, no worries, Terry.
Jade.
Tom! High on, Maddie, straight out! Spin around another metre. Good girl. Good girl.
Hey, eyes on the footy, let's make the ball.
Play on! Yes! All clear.
My housemate woke me up to ask where my car was. Turns out we left the front door unlocked and someone helped themselves.
Protect yourself against crime. A momentary lapse is all it takes, even if you are home.
It's pure chance and quicker to steal keys than to hotwire a car. People make it easy and leave keys, bags and wallets laying around with unlocked doors.
Don't be the one to get caught out. A community announcement by TIO, Crime Stoppers and the National Motor Vehicle Theft Reduction Council.
Patrons are reminded that TIO Stadium is strictly a non-smoking venue and that patrons wishing to smoke must use the areas provided.
SeaLink run ferries to and from the Tiwi Islands for the Tiwi Bombers 4 home games. Book today at sealinknt.com.au. SeaLink run ferries to and from the Tiwi Islands for the Tiwi Bombers 4 home games. Book today at sealinknt.com.au.
G'day guys and welcome back to the NTFL Footy Show with Abby and Jackson. Now this weekend, round 7 of the TIO NTFL season sees women's round, and we're lucky enough today to be joined by current Waratahs full forward Alex Billiter. Lauren Motlop was going to join us today as well, but unfortunately she couldn't make it. But Alex, thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
So Alex, Abby mentioned you played full forward. You think you've kicked her out of that position. How's your season going?
Yeah, it's been really good so far. So we've only had 4 games this season, but you know, I've had a good run around and it's been a bit hot, so dealing with the heat. Yeah, but good.
Yep, so Waratah are the powerhouse of the women's competition. Who are the teams that will challenge you the most? Obviously, you're going to be confident and say that we'll win the flag and all this, but who are your biggest competitors?
Yeah, so I reckon Wanderers will give us a good go this year. Quite a few girls came over from soccer, so you know, they're quite good at kicking. And Tracy's always a tough one. I know they had a few girls out when we played them last time, but I reckon they'll also be a strong team this year.
Yep, so a lot of the women's footballers we see running around in the NTFL at the moment have got a background in another sport. Could you please tell us your background and what made you start playing Australian football?
Yeah, so I'm a bit of a varied background. I grew up playing soccer, so hence the kicking. Still learning to catch though, working on the hands. Yeah. But volleyball is another sport that I play, so yeah, so used to that kind of up and down movement. But what originally got me started was the girls from my soccer team went over and started playing for Tracy last year. Yep. So I went down and had a little look and said, oh, I think I could do that, you know? So yeah, just went along and had a kick and ended up loving it.
Yep.
Beautiful. Now you personally have had a good start to the season this year. You're currently sitting second on the leading goal kicker with 15 as your tally at this point in time. As you mentioned, Waratahs are currently 4 from 4, having the 2 byes in the first 6 rounds. Wanderers are incredibly strong. St Mary's and Tracy Village round out the top 4, but who's your premiership contention? Obviously, trying not to be too biased towards Waratahs. Yeah, who's going to take out that premiership?
Well, since, you know, I'm donning the red and white, I'd have to go for Tars. But like I said earlier, I think Wanderers are actually going to give us a good run, and we haven't had a chance to test them out yet. So, yeah, be pretty tough, I reckon.
Yeah, looking forward to that top of the table clash, Waratahs versus Wanderers on, I think it's December the 14th. So I would like to also give a quick mention to the Pints Football Club. This is the first year that they have had a women's team represented. From all reports, they have about 40 girls on their playing list and phenomenal numbers at every training session. They have won their last 2 games of the season against Buffs and Southern Districts, and they've picked up a lot of fantastic players from the NTFL competition, including Samantha Barnett, Katie Stretter and Cassie Henderson Henderson all running through that midfield. But they've also got a lot of athletic girls from other sports, and I think that once they really get the hang of the rules and learning how to read the play, they'll definitely be a force to reckon with.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's fantastic that they've added another team to the competition. Just shows that people in the territory are really embracing women's sport and women's footy in general.
Yeah, I think there was a statistic thrown out there earlier in the year that the women's or the female participation rates had increased by 46% nationwide, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, as I mentioned, this weekend, round 7 of the TIO NTFL season is women's round, and we'll see some of the best territory talent tackle it out at TIO Stadium. The youth girls are taking place at 12:30 p.m. The women's game will be from 2:30 p.m. And basically, the NT Academy selectors have got together and picked 2 sides. For the women's comp in particular, 50 girls, 25 a side. We want it to be as even as possible. We want it to be a 1-point game to really showcase the top-end talent. Alex, it's your first time being involved in the academy?
It is, yes. Very much looking forward to it. Very excited for the opportunity. It should be a good hit out, given the heat wave. We'll see how we all go.
And what preparations go into Saturday, and what can we expect to see?
Yeah, so I think there's a bit of a training roster on this week. So it seems that every night we'll be down there having a kick and getting used to each other. And then on the weekend, the 2:30 start. Like I said, I think, or like you said, it'd be good to see a 1-point game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So Alex, I don't want to pull any punches here, but the reality is there's a lot of men out there in particular that still don't rate women's football.
Yep.
For whatever reason that may be. So do you have a message for those that still aren't quite convinced about the standard and the spectacle of women's football at the moment?
Yeah, I think, this year the first televised professional women's game was a great start to really promoting women's football, and I know Victoria has a league starting up. I think it's a Premier League starting up.
The 10 teams.
Yeah, which is fantastic, and again, really promoting women's football nationally. There's some really strong players that come out of the territory. It's really good to see the girls down here. But it's just one of those things. Time will tell, won't it?
Yeah, exactly right. So leading into that, I suppose, you did mention there are a lot of young, talented girls coming through the ranks. So what advice would you give to any young girl that may be thinking about starting football that could potentially be a little bit scared off by the fact that it's traditionally a masculine sport, a male-dominated sport? So do you have any advice to any young girls out there that may wish to start?
Yep. The tackles don't hurt as hard as you think they do. So that's originally what put me off. I'm coming from a soccer background, it's a non-contact sport theoretically. So originally I was a bit concerned about being tackled. I'm not a big girl. But yeah, it's actually, it's really good. It's a good run around, and it doesn't hurt as bad as you think it does. So get out there and give it a go.
Yeah, and I suppose the social aspect of it all is another advantage to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So another thing that's really close to your heart is the No More campaign, which you work with Charlie King, obviously, in promoting, raising awareness, I should say, to domestic violence, and how Australia and men in particular should link together and say no more. I know the Nycliffe Football Club and St Mary's Football Club linked arms before the game.
Yep.
So would you like to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we work with sporting clubs all around the territory to help them develop domestic violence action plans. So we'll sit down and have a chat to them and make them realise how powerful they actually are as a sporting group and how much effect they can have on the community and the members in the community. So in the NTFL, there are 2 clubs, like you said, Nycliffe and Tiwi Bombers as well, actually have a completed, we call them DVAP, so domestic violence action plans. But it's really good to see the club starting to come on board and realise that they can affect social change in a really positive way, not just through sport, but just the wider community.
Yeah, but I think everyone out there should really get behind and support that cause. Yeah. But leading into that, thank you very much, Alex, for joining us. Good luck this week and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me.
Just another beautiful day in the territory, Al.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
You guys catch anything yet?
Nah, nothing yet, but we're feeling lucky.
See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7 metre tide.
Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kmart Sports is your great sports with all the gear you need. Get a massive range of fitness, cycling, sporting equipment and games with clothing for any reason and footwear for all the seasons. From the biggest sporting brands in the world for the very best prices guaranteed. If you're a footy fanatic or a freak for fitness, relish the racket or bikes are your business. Kmart Sports has got you covered with 50 stores Australia-wide. For a great range of great brands at great prices, get in store or shop online at Kmart Sports today.
1300 kilonewton centrifugal force, infrared remote control.
How does he do it?
24.5 kilowatt diesel motor.
He doesn't just know how to operate every piece of Kennard's high gear we get in, but also its service details, its safety checks.
I know. It's as if he can hypnotise each piece.
Give me 2 passes with sauce, coffee white with 1, bun with icing, no pink icing.
Yep, no worries, Terry.
Jade.
Tom! High on, Matty, straight out! Spin around another metre. Good girl. Good girl.
Hey, eyes on the footy, let's make the ball.
Play on! Yeah! All clear.
And so the second half about to get underway here at the TIO Stadium in Darwin. Hot day, Tash Medbury, 6-6, Black leading Thunder Yellow 1-3.
Yeah, very hot. Thunder Yellow need to get a few quick goals on the board, Charlie, to stay in this contest. It's the premiership quarter.
Well, if they can get some early ball out of the middle, they might be able to do some good with it. McDougall there, she's been all right too, I must say. I've noticed her a few times. That's Riley, again, mentioned her a few times, getting that ball out of the middle. There it is, those two players working together. Riley with the kick, down to 50. Rolling ball, they run with it. Barnett couldn't take it. And the defence come away with it. Kick to the vacant wing there.
Here's Lisa Roberts. They really need her in defence in the middle and up forward, Charlie. They need 3 of her.
Yes, need her everywhere. She did the hard work and she gave it to her teammate who just turned it straight over. That was Petyari.
Angela Foley's on here. She's going to turn and go. I'd back her. She's passed it.
That's
not
a
really,
great kick,
yeah.
isn't it? That's a terrific kick on the run. She just measured that perfectly. She's going to have to come around on the mark here. I reckon she's cheated a little bit.
Yeah, Laura Motlop's letting the umpire know as well. And Winera from the Pinktails and Alice Springs. She passed it off last time. She looks confident, Charlie.
She might be a good kick. But Roy Arbin would tell us if he was here. She's given it a
She's got a great kick.
That is a goal.
That cleared the goal line by about 10 metres. So she's got a great kick on her. And when she looked confident previously and she gave off a short kick, and I think I'd go for goal if I was her every single time within the 50.
What about the ball that got to her, though? It was terrific, wasn't it, on the run?
And Foley, great skills.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
And for the Thunder Black, Crystal Rivers looks like she's got a calf injury, Charlie, and is out for the rest of the game.
Oh, yes, she's had the ice on. Or she's got the ice on.
Yeah, she's got the ice on down there on the sideline. So, yeah, it looks like she's out. And I'm just waiting for an update on Sophie Armisted's knee injury. I'm hoping it's not too major, but I've seen Bo Delacruz head down and carry her into the room. So I've just put my feelers out to Bo.
And you've got to declare an interest here because she plays in your touch team and
yes.
you want her available on Monday night.
Well, I don't want to be playing in the middle, Charlie. I'm too old for that now.
Barnett's kick inside 50, turned it over, taken by Anderson. She tried to use the handball. They've won it through Stanley for the yellow team. Here's the pick up by Abby Holmes. Worked it back through Pityari. And she went short with a kick and she gave it off to Chittick. And Chittick can go for goals. Misses out to the right.
That's the third or fourth goal now, Charlie, that Yellow have mucked up there. Just feeling the pressure, and they think that there's players on them and they're kicking the ball straight away when they have a lot more time. So obviously the talk out there must be a bit flat for Yellow, but I have to, I've mentioned her a few times, but Taylor Thorne, the way she's playing on Abby Holmes is absolutely unbelievable at the moment for a young player. She's going up for the ruck here, and she's going to get her own ball.
Look at her. Here she comes away with the footy, and then she got caught in a handball.
Yeah.
She got it away, and she's been pinged.
And unfortunately, Amy Chittick was in her way, and she knows how to tackle.
So here's Chittick,
and
she'll stab it in short. Anderson goes back with courage and takes the mark. Abby Holmes gets over the top of her, wins the footy, emerges with the footy, and then threw it away. Knocks out towards Bishop.
Anderson did a great tackle on Abby Holmes there, and that's a quick kick.
This might just roll back, be kick off the ground.
Anderson's thrown her body on the line there, Charlie, and nearly ended up with a boot in her head, I think. But that was great desperation there. And with the scoreboard the way it is, Thunder Black is still playing, Charlie, like it's 0-0.
Well, Anderson saved the goal, saved the point, and then knocked it alongside the point post to affect the boundary line throw-in. She did everything she could possibly do in her power. It was tapped down towards Abby Holmes a little bit. Didn't get to a kick out of bounds on the full. So free kick here at defensive at the 50-metre line.
Abby's running to get this ball, and
Abby could see it was going out of bounds on the full and started the jog towards where the free kick was going to be player paid. Why not her? She's the best.
Chevalia's on here. There's made a change, and they put Jaylene Chevalier on full forward. And unfortunately, she couldn't take that mark. And Anderson again, Charlie.
What a
to
kick.
O'Shea.
Terrific kick. And the great mark taken there, Lauren O'Shea. She's as good as any ruck in the comp.
McDougall made her feel that mark as well. Good pressure on her.
Dropped it a little bit awkwardly.
Bishop's on here. Lauren Motlop. They've moved Lauren Motlop onto Sharona Bishop, so they've identified that Bishop is their ball winner.
Barnett, kick inside 50. Will she find a mark down there? No, she won't. Ball goes to ground in the hands of Chevalier.
That was a great tackle by Islet as well on Chevalier.
Here's Telford with the kick. Teresa Telford kicks it out wide, puts it in the direction there of Bebbington.
Here's Roberts. The Mao boys on here. Roberts will come and get the crumbs. She loves getting those crumbs, Charlie.
Coach there doing some work too for the yellow team. Didn't get it though. Inside 50, out in front position here. Kalakis didn't get there. She's got 3 to beat Kalakis. I don't think she can get it though, but she might. She's got the run of it. Kalakis with the footy in front of her, dives over the top, and wins it, gives the handball off. She did remarkably well, and the kick was a bit ill-directed, went up in the air, and Riley comes away with the footy out towards 50. Good work at the back there was Petyari with the ball in front of her. Can she get clear with it? First effort good, second effort okay. Stolen though by Peckham, kicks it inside 50. Turn it over to the yellow team. Comes out to Abby Holmes, hits her on the leg, and then bounces free. Here's Anderson on the mop-up. Runs back into the field of play, stabs it across to centre half forward. Good work from her, and the handball is going to finish up here in the hands of Adam. Adam caught in the tackle. Ball goes free. No one can get a free kick. He get a kick out of this. Just scrambling at the moment. Desperate footy going on. You'd think it was the last 5 minutes of a grand final, Tash.
Yeah, Lauren Motlop and Peckham here just went hard at the ball. Good effort by Lauren Motlop. Hit it back to her teammate who's got it back up the ground. But unfortunately, it's just Thunder Black players everywhere here. Yellow are trying to get to the ball now.
Yeah, McDougall doing good work there again. She's number 3 for the yellow team. She's great back there in defence. So the yellow team can just about get away. Caught with the ball, Barnett. Second effort from her. She wins it this time. Handball over. Waiting for it though was Taylor Thorne. Emerges with the footy. Pumps it long down inside the forward line. Bouncing ball there straight into the hands of Lisa Roberts. Sends it back outside defensive 50. Thorne on the run here. She's come from a long way back. Picks it up magnificently. Wheels back into play and then got caught and lost it and went to ground and gave away the free kick. She did everything right except to avoid that last tackle.
Pollard from the Darwin Buffaloes. Great tackle there. I think Taylor Thorne ran out of legs there. No juice left.
Kick out wide. At the back was Dean.
Kick into the midfield here. O'Shea's on. She can get this bounce, Charlie. They're on again here. Bishop's on her own in the 50 as well, so the yellow are lucky that they've got the ball away here, Charlie.
Now they've got even numbers. They're all matched up here, but the fall of the ball will make the difference. And it fell to the advantage of the black team who squeezed the kick out towards the wing.
Good kick.
Yeah, got in there with a pretty heavy tackle as well.
Trying to pick up this player.
Well, 1 on 3 here, and she was trying desperately to pick it up. Riley, who's been probably as good as anyone back there. There she is with it. The vision is good. The kick is fantastic. Kicks it to the wing, and the mark is taken there by Petyari. Had quite a lot of it. Player from Alice Springs.
And Martin Anderson's lead Martin to the ball here, and that's just been what's happened all day, Charlie. Is that Thunder Black's just been leading yellow to the ball.
Anderson's kick inside 50 was a penetrating kick towards the boundary line. They've kept the ball in the field of play. This is going to land in the hands of Lauren O'Shea. Takes a strong mark. Umpire must have said it was touched and was a play on, so she's been pinged.
Who's got Chittick's got the free kick. Oh no, that's Riley.
So Riley's going to have the free kickers in the fence.
She's having a good patch at the moment, and she's got a runner in the midfield, Coates.
Oh, that's a good knock and a hard charge from a long way back. Coming hard at the footy was Malboy. Did pretty well.
Bishop's on.
Bishop.
Motlop.
Anderson. Oh, hit Motlop. Heavy. Gee, there was a head clash in that.
Actually, lucky Anderson's got that headgear on, but Laura Motlop's just got up and kept running. She's got a hard head, that one.
Anderson still showing the signs of that. Her head's bowed as she walks back. Here's Foley with the footy just forward of the wing.
He's holding her shoulder, so Lauren's come off a little bit worse for wear here as well. Right shoulder looks hanging there a bit. She's looking for the trainer. She's in a bit of pain there, Charlie, and Anderson as well.
Yeah, runners have gone out to check him, and they're talking to Anderson. She said she's okay. She wants to stay out there. Well, someone has to make the decision other than the player sometimes, I think. Ball left on the ground, but gathered in this time by Lisa Roberts. Comes away with it, kicks it out to a place where there are not too many yellow players, but fortunately she put a backspin on it and it bounced back nicely to give them a chance to run this out.
Kerry White used their experience there, Charlie, tapping the ball along, making sure the players don't tackle her. That's a great play by Kerry.
Roberts again.
Showing her 15 years experience in footy.
Chittick out on the wing. See, they're starting to look for each other, which is quite good. There's Anderson at the back who got that heavy knock a short time ago. She goes to ground, and some desperate work back there by Barnett.
Yeah, it's opened up a little bit. Black haven't been as dominant as what they were in the first half, Charlie, but they've got the goals on the board that give them that distance and that breathing space. So all the pressure's on yellow at the moment.
Here's Bishop, who went a little bit quiet after having an amazing first quarter. She got it inside 50. The defence will come across. Lauren Motlop gets to it. She's a good mover, and she gave the handball off, worked it with White. White comes from inside defensive 50, still stays inside defensive 50. Now they can run it away, the yellow team. Up the corridor they go, straight into the hands of Petyari. And Petyari goes over the top once. The player there in Abby Holmes takes the mark. So they've worked it pretty well from the back pocket, the yellow team. And what's on now?
This is where they sort of struggle a bit here, Charlie. So they can break this line.
And it's led by this lady here, because she'll break them open every time she gets to the footy and just take those couple of bounces and run with the kick up field.
Great mark by Malboy.
Malboy has the mark. Anderson goes around her, gets a bit of a sloppy handball, but then picked it up okay. Punch with the left boot and getting in the way. That's anticipated really well. Strong mark across half back there for the yellow team.
That was a good reading of the play, Charlie. They were on Thunder Black.
Abby Holmes with the footy on her chest and then dropped it, and then from the back she went for the push.
So they've put Abby Holmes on the ball now for yellow, which I think is a good move, Charlie. I think they really need to get their best players and try and leave maybe the forward line open and just use their pace maybe and their experience to run into goal.
It was Trindle White back there that took that good mark a short time ago for the yellow team. There she is, number 12. Handball comes out to the busy Stanley. She put it out in front of Oxspring, who you mentioned amongst the better players. Stolen this time. Now, we're not sure who this is. Harper, isn't it? Harper inside 50. Takes the bounce, Harper, and then gets there. They got her from the back.
That was Oxspring, put her body on the line there, Charlie, to the hip and shoulder. That was great play by both players.
And under pressure, that was Dean. Whistle's gone.
Free kick here, I think, for a throw. So it's going back to Harper.
So Claire Harper, not beyond her. She doesn't need to rush it. She might need to go back a little further. Abby sneaking in. Oh, no, she's going to go. Oh, just gone a little bit over the head there, Charlie, a little bit too high. Chittick, top of the goal square. Chittick lands in the goal square. Kick off the ground, away from the danger area towards the boundary line.
Here comes Eilert. Good hand pass out.
This is Telford. Telford caught, goes to ground with the footy. They're not letting her go. Telford has a look at the umpire, thinking maybe there was a free kick. No, there wasn't, Teresa.
There'll be a good ruck contest here, Charlie. Trevelier and Eilert. No, Eilert's not going to go for the ruck.
Big punch now. Here's a chance.
I think that's Harper.
Harper on the run through, just onto that loose ball. It just landed clearly for her, and she was on it in a flash and kicked the goal.
Yeah, she sharked O'Shea's tap out of the ruck there and kicked the goal for yellow, and they desperately needed that goal on the board. Well done to Harper.
Well, they were pressing, weren't they? They were pressing for such a long time. Good for them to get the reward.
It's almost like they've sort of found their feet, Charlie. Unfortunately, it's in midway during the third quarter, but as I mentioned before, with the rotation of Sophie Armistead in the middle that went out in the first 2 minutes, it would have been hard for them to find their feet with one of their main players from the midfield missing. And so now they look to have appeared to have settled a lot more, and Chevelier's gone back into the ruck.
Peckham coming on, and not sure who's coming off there. Might have been Dean who came off, but from the middle. Yes, she worked well down there. Harper, I think she changed her Guernsey number. Here's Bishop emerging with the footy, but she changed her Guernsey number. There might have been a blood rule, was it? She's gone from number 2 to number 1.
Yeah, I believe there was a blood rule earlier on in the second quarter.
Ball forced over the boundary line, deep in the pocket down there for the black team. They lead comfortably, 7-6 to 2-3.
The black team just have a Pottins now in ruck, so they've got Eilert, they've got Potton, they've got O'Shea, they've got the talls, Charlie.
Throw them all forward. Here it is, down deep in the forward line.
Yellow, just looking out there, is a lot shorter team apart from Chevalier.
There's a mark taken right on the line there. I think that's Kalakis has got it.
She loves to snap, Charlie. She likes kicking around the body, but I think she might be on her right side here. So she's going to do the Stevie J.
She's going to go around.
She has to.
She's given it a go, and she's put it right across the face, and I reckon it's just gone out of bounds on the full.
I think it was just the drop, a little bit uneven there, Charlie. It just went across the face, but she had the right idea, and it's great to see the Stevie J coming out the women's competition as well.
Here's the kick, but it's going to land inside the 50 and give Abby Holmes a chance to get on it. She does. She just got it away somehow.
Lucky, I think the umpire was a bit blindsided to that one.
Well, do you think so?
Yeah.
So parked underneath the footy here is Bevington. Takes a good mark. She'll cut this off. Any effort to get out of trouble by the yellow team is met with some good resistance. And now straight into the hands of Michaela Roberts.
And Colleen Gwen's played her cards right here. She knows how dominant Abby Holmes is, and Taylor Thorne is playing on Abby Holmes wherever she goes. So once she's on the ball, Taylor Thorne goes with her as well. So they obviously think that Taylor Thorne's a great fit to play on Abby Holmes, and Abby Holmes is goalless, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, she's a dangerous player, isn't she? Been around for so long, Abby Holmes. We mentioned her before, the first female to kick 100 goals in the competition up here.
Yeah, Sian Mitchell's been a bit quiet. She's usually a dominant goal kicker as well for St Mary's.
Taken out of mid-air there by Potton.
Those good hands.
The rolling ball now. Front position here is Foley. Gets to 50, drives it back across, good measure, gave it off to Potton. Potton wants to run on now, she's in trouble. And she's lucky not to get pinged for that. It landed with Price. Price went for goals and missed everything. Kicked it out to the left, minus score. No score, rather.
Potton, I think, was a bit under pressure and knew that she wasn't going to make the distance and probably rushed herself rather than go back and maybe look for the hands off.
I think Lauren Motlop thought that was a free kick for her in the back pocket, but umpire wouldn't give it to her. There was a ball in instead.
It's a good tackle, and they've got the ball out here. Yellow really can't afford to give away a goal here, Charlie. Lauren Motlop's put her head over the ball. She's got it out, Kerry White.
And Crawford was okay back there as well, working in defence. They try to get it up towards McDougall. There's her number 3. If she can get her hands on it, she just can't quite. And she went to ground, but they're still able to win it and get it out of the danger area, but not for long. Straight into the hands of Bilius, takes the mark. And the corridor out on the wing. Puts it up in the air. At the back, trying to take the mark there, Pollard.
Good shepherd put on by Jessica Stevens then for Roberts to take that ball away. Jessica Stevens from Southern Districts.
Kalakis, but White with the footy. This is Carney White.
Up the corridor, Charlie. You use the boundary as your best friend. That gives your coach heart palpitations when you kick it up the corridor.
and your teammates. So Price said, thank you very much. She's within. She might just get the distance here. No, she's not going to. She's going to drop it in a little short. Yeah, Kalakis was a bit of a chance, but it got knocked away from her. Loose ball now across 50. And the high kick is going to miss out to the right for a minor score. So some work still being done there by the skipper, Angela Foley. A couple of goals today, one in the first, one in the second.
Yeah, she doesn't stop. And now look, Carney White's going to do the kick out here, and they usually look for Lauren Motlop around the 50, but she's in the pocket there, so they obviously changed their kicking plans.
The big run by Coates.
Oh no!
Turned it straight over. Wow, that's this is Winera, I think, with the ball.
Yeah, ex-teammates back down in the Alice Springs competition as well. Carney White wouldn't have been happy with that kick out, but Winera will definitely let her know after this game. Thanks for the chest mark.
She can become a multiple goal kicker, but she's dropped it a little awkwardly and she's missed minor score. The multiple goal kickers, by the way, Kalakis, we mentioned, has got a couple, and Angela Foley has got a couple as well. Singles amongst all the rest. 7-8 to 2-3.
What will she do? So she's having the kick out again, Carney White. It's gone long this time.
Anderson came from a long way back. Gathered this time by Roberts. That's Michaela Roberts.
Kalakis and White, great body work by both players there. Kalakis is still gunning for it, and Roberts has taken a great mark.
Gee, that pressure on the yellow team back there is extraordinary. They just can't get out of trouble. They've been stuck there for such a long time. Angela Foley trying to get clear. Handball back to Anderson. Anderson can have a pot shot for goal. She misses. So they're peppering away. They haven't got goals, but the poor old yellow team are just stuck in their defence and can't get out of there.
No, they've got probably about 3 extra players down in the goal square at the moment, Charlie, defending, trying to stop, and unfortunately Lauren Motlop's done a kick out and it's gone straight out of bounds on the full. It's Miss Lisa Roberts, and Winera is going to have another shot at goal. So just watching the last ball drop, will she give it off here, Charlie, or she's going to go back? She's got a good kick when she kicked her first goal. Not a very long kick as well, so let's hope that she has a crack at this one.
So she'll run straight at the player on the mark and then kick. Oh, she's given that's
a great goal, Charlie.
What a kick. Have a look at the celebration.
That's a great goal by Winera. Back there, she's still celebrating, Charlie. She's doing the plane. She's still going up to the middle, and all the players have got around her as well. That was she was close to pretty much close to the fence where the family-friendly zone is at Marara here. She's done great with that goal.
Well, I wonder how long this celebration will go on. She's kicked a couple, and they're still going on. Well, it was an exceptional kick, wasn't it?
And for a player that's not familiar with this ground as well, Charlie, that just goes to show the skill of her goal kicking. No idea of the breeze and how the breeze works at this stadium, and it's really hard. Very rarely do you see the guys in the Premier League kicking from there.
Well, you normally see joy like that when someone kicks a goal in soccer, but
it was good to see.
Well done, Chloe Winera. Great effort. So free kick out of the middle. That extra player ran inside the square then as that was about to be bounced, and the kick went forward straight down to Stanley as the siren brings it to an end. Big lead here to Black has been the case throughout the match. 8-9 to 2-3. Tash Medry.
Yeah, Kerry, the White sisters really picked up for yellow in that quarter there, but unfortunately they're just under pressure. The defence of Thunder Yellow and Thunder Black are just too consistent and dominant. They're rotating their players. Sharona Bishop has had a few spells this one, and Winera from the Pinktails and Alice Springs. What a goal. 2 goals in that quarter, but a great kick on her, and she's still celebrating with her teammates going to 3/4 time.
So 3/4 time score here. They kicked a couple of goals Black in that quarter. So the Thunder Black lead 8-9 to Thunder Yellow 2-3.
Just another beautiful day in the territory, Al.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah. You guys catch anything yet?
Nah, nothing yet, but we're feeling lucky.
See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tide. What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kmart Sports is your home of great sports with all the gear you need. Get a massive range of fitness, cycling, sporting equipment and games with clothing for any reason and footwear for all the seasons. From the biggest sporting brands in the world for the very best prices guaranteed. If you're a footy fanatic or a freak for relish the racket or bikes are your business, Kmart Sports has got you covered with 50 stores Australia-wide. For a great range of great brands at great prices, get in store or shop online at Kmart Sports today.
1300 kilonewton centrifugal force, infrared remote control,
How does he do it?
24.5 kilowatt diesel motor.
He doesn't just know how to operate every piece of Kenites hire gear we get in, but also its service details, its safety checks.
I don't know. It's as if he can hypnotise each piece.
Give me 2 passes with sauce. Coffee white with 1 bun with icing. No pink icing.
Yep, no worries, Terry.
Kenites make your job easy.
Jade.
Oh, here, Tom. Play on, Matty, straight out.
Got another Sheffield.
Spin around another metre. Good girl. Good girl.
Hey, eyes on the footy, let's make the ball.
Play on. Yes! All clear.
My housemate woke me up to ask where my car was. Turns out we left the front door unlocked and someone helped themselves.
Protect yourself against crime. A momentary lapse is all it takes, even if you are home.
It's pure chance and quicker to steal keys than to hotwire a car. People make it easy and leave keys, bags and wallets laying around with unlocked doors.
Don't be the one to get caught out. A community announcement by TIO, Crime Stoppers and the National Motor Vehicle Theft Reduction Council.
And so we go into the last quarter of this exhibition match on Women's Round Day here at the TIO Stadium. 8-9 to 2-3, Thunder Black over Thunder Yellow. Let's hope Thunder Yellow, Tash can kick a couple of goals here to make it an interesting contest and for them to get something out of it.
Yeah, they need to get a quick 5 goals on the board to get back in the contest, and they're kicking with the breeze to the airport, and so let's hope that they can get the first 2 goals on the board. Oh, great mark by Abby Holmes, and she's run off into goal here, and she's had a shot.
She'll kick.
It's going to bounce through. Good work. That's how they needed to start the quarter, Charlie.
And Barnett did the good work, didn't she? Came out of the middle with it and gave every chance to Abby Holmes, and Abby Holmes went in and kicked the first goal of the last quarter.
It looks like they've really found their feet, Charlie. They've settled. They know their rotations in the midfield now. Lauren Motlop's in there. Jaylene Trevellia. They've also got a Riley in there as well. So they've got their best players on the ball, Charlie, and they've got Abby Holmes up at centre half forward instead of full forward. So it looks like they've got their runners.
And the interesting thing you saw there, if you're watching this game, it's these these teams are made up of players from all the teams, so there's actually teammates playing against each other. And Heather Anderson, who played for Thunder Black, walked over and shook hands with Abby Holmes for kicking a nice goal from the opposition, but they play for the same team task. Can they do it again? They've worked out how to get it out of the middle. They're not going to, because Ange Foley has got in the way, won the kick away, bouncing ball gets down towards the half-forward line. Yellow team have it in defence, kick back to the middle, knocked away from Chevalier. Chevalier actually did the hard work. Here's Abby Holmes looking for a second one. And Thorne right on her again.
Yeah, she shook Thorne to get that goal, but Thorne's gone and worn her like a glove again. She's got the ball out.
She's got another touch, so she's lifting. Champs are hard to hold down, aren't they? She got that second kick down.
And there's been a heavy clash there between the two Yellow Thunder players, and I think Harper's gone down. She's still down, Charlie.
They get a runner out here. I think the runners are on their way, which is good news. She's slowly getting to her feet. Meanwhile, there's a real battle for the ball out here. Desperate on her feet. I'll tell you what, I'm wrapped with that Bonnie McDougall, number 3. And this girl's been good too. Sam Barnett worked very hard. When you're in a losing team, sometimes it's easy to just drop your head, but 2 or 3 of these players haven't done that. Handball was good, given out by Lucy Adams. Off to Anderson, round the body with the kick off the left boot. Bouncing ball, chance to pick it up there for Peckham, didn't get it. Kick went up towards the wing, cut off there. Nice mark taken. Lisa Roberts read it terrifically well.
They've got no runners in the 50 that Yellow Thunder Yellow Charlie, and unfortunately it's gone straight to Oxspring, and Angela Foley's broken here on the wing.
That might be a hamstring there for Oxspring, or is it calf? She's holding it.
Might be cramp.
A little bit of cramp. Good play for Tracy Village. Kicks up towards the wing.
She split the two players she was looking for and found Lisa Roberts on the chest.
And Roberts went back and gave it to Stanley. So Alicia Stanley across to centre half forward wants Abby Holmes. Abby's looking for another touch, and she did pretty well too to knock it to her teammate, who spears the ball inside 50. Just got it off towards McDougall. McDougall gave it off to Chittick. Chittick goes for goal, and it's the post.
So they have started this quarter really well, Charlie, kicking with the breeze. Like we said, they've found their feet. They've got their rotations right now, and they're definitely playing with a lot more endeavour.
Anderson gives it to Anderson. And then she mucked it up. She went for the bounce, it didn't work. They grabbed her around the foot, but she managed to shake them like a rabbit getting out of a rabbit trap. And there's the kick forward here by Dean.
Bebbington, out to Bebbington from the Points Football Club in the first season in the competition.
Out towards the wing. Kick.
And Bishop's run under it, and O'Shea's challenging Riley out there.
You just know Bishop's going to come away with it. Somehow she will get this footy. She only has to beat him 3 times, and she does. She's an incredible player, but then she didn't look well enough, and she kicked it straight into the hands of Jordan Hickey, who said thank you very much across half back. Hickey's kick up towards the wing. She's going to turn it over as well. They're dropping the mark there was Lauren O'Shea. It's been a rarity today. She's had good hands at the footy. Look at the players here, 4 on 1, and they just can't get it out of there. That's disappointing, because they are getting players at the fall of the ball, aren't they, the Yellow team?
They've got their rhythm now, Charlie. Yellow, if there was fortunately, it might be a little bit too late, but who knows? There's still plenty of time left in the game.
Chevalier with the tap.
They really need to break it free.
Yeah, got to get out of there.
Chevalier's picked up a bit of an injury here. She's just in back play there. She's just gone down. I think that's cramp, definitely cramp.
Well, it's hot conditions out there. It's just a tough day, middle of the afternoon. The game scheduled here local time to start was 2:30 in the middle of the wet season. It's always tough, hot conditions to play footy in. So the women have done pretty well here.
Brave.
Thorne, look at the pickup. She's
on fire, Charlie.
Gifted player, isn't she?
You'd have to put her up in the best players for Black just to keep Abby Holmes.
Mowboy with plenty of it. Here's Ange Foley. Gee, those players, you mentioned all of those players there, have all been terrific. Foley, Mowboy and Thorne have all been terrific, haven't they?
Yeah, and Kalakis and White have a great contest down the back there, and Kalakis has got to her feet, and unfortunately she's fallen over again trying to get the ball out, and it's good to see that they're really hitting the ball out, Charlie, not trying to keep it in for ball ups. It's great, this free flowing.
What a nice pick up there by Mitchell. Sian Mitchell shrugs the tackle and then pumps it down towards the pocket, stays in the field of play.
Kalakis is at the back of the pack.
Kalakis with it. She's kicked 2. And what did she do? Got that through from minor score?
She was in between 3 Yellow Thunder players there, Charlie, and she ended up with the ball, but unfortunately I think she's kicked it out of bounds on the full. Hit the point post on the full.
Well, talk about the impossible angle she was in.
She's coming for that Stevie J.
Nice mark.
That's a great mark out there. They just need some runners, so they're looking for Abby here again. She's the player that's making the most moves for them at the moment, so they need a few others.
Well, it's a good sign, just being patient here, chip it around until you find a way to go forward. Then you do this kick and hope. Here's Thorne underneath the footy. Abby Holmes at the back. Thorne missed it. Abby Holmes missed it. Not this lady, though. That's Roberts, Michaela Roberts, with a kick inside 50.
Good hands by Kalakis there to Foley, and just kicked it straight across the goal face there, and it's got out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So let's hope that Yellow can get this ball out, Charlie, and we can see a few more goals on the board. That was great goal out of the middle by Abby Holmes. So they're better players on the ball.
8-9 to 3-4. So they haven't added the black team, and Yellow team's kicked a goal and a point, and they win it in the back pocket.
So Roberts is looking for Motlop here.
It's a good punch from over the back too, Lauren O'Shea. Yes, I was thinking if you're going to be voting on best players out there, there's so many names, there's so many players you've called, throughout the match, and Lauren O'Shea has just been terrific too amongst them all.
She's been everywhere, Charlie, defending, attacking and rucking. She's pretty much been their main ruck person throughout the game, even though they have a few other tools out there.
Anderson's been good, tackle there on Stanley, they took it off her. Anderson again goes in and gets it, does pretty well, gave the handball though straight off to Lauren O'Shea.
Good work there by Lucy Adams.
Then it's ready to use.
Here's the kick. Now they'll get parked underneath it, and Thorne comes in late. She saw Abby Holmes going for the footy, and she charged in there. She affected the spoil, went to ground, and then got straight up again, which she might have copped one in the face. But she has done a terrific job today, Thorne, and Abby Holmes just starting to get some ascendancy here in this last term. Kick that goal. Here's the throw in at the 50.
It's a good tap out the back there.
So the Yellow team are able to get it up towards the wing.
Sandwich was Stanley there. Was sandwiched between two Thunder Black players, Charlie.
Yeah, Malboy coming from the back.
And she stayed down too, Stanley.
Here's Malboy going to be on the end of a handball. Picked it up, gave it off to Anderson. Anderson goes around the back and...
The wall.
The wall got in the way, yeah, and a chance there to pick it up was Sian Mitchell. Spillage comes out into the hands this time of White.
Good tackle.
They hold her up. Now they're starting to feel the pressure of this, I reckon, these teams. It's wearing them down in the end. Here's Sian Mitchell drawing a free kick from outside 50.
For Kalakis, Winera. We've got the two main goal kickers down in the forward line now, Charlie Kalakis and Winera. And
here's Foley.
Snap.
And just misses.
Missed it. It's the angle of the bounce, Charlie. I think she's already got 2 goals, but probably missed 3 gettable ones.
Yep, one in the first, one in the second.
Could have had 4 goals under her belt.
It's a good outing, 4 goals in the game footy, isn't it?
That's not like unlike Angela Foley at all. Usually she's got a couple of goals to her name. And Stanley's come off for Thunder Yellow. Bit of an injury there, so just keep an eye on her. And did notice the ambulance was in next to the grandstand, Charlie, when I arrived. So it's good to see that the ambos are here and they're down on the ground there talking to the guys on the girls on the boundary line.
Now Thorne won that footy, and there was no reason in the world why she should have won it, but she did. And they're going to go back here and give the ball up to Stevens, and the smother on it sees the ball go to ground and give Price a chance to get it.
She's still going there, Price, Charlie. She's second, third effort.
This time finishes up with Mitchell. Sian Mitchell kicks towards the forward pocket, and defence is there, Lisa Roberts. The wall stands solid again.
She's probably had about 30 touches, Charlie, and half of those have been marks under the high ball.
It's what good defenders just can read where the ball's going to go. It's not like the opposition kick to them. They just read it best.
No, she makes the ground very, very quickly and reads the play well. She kicked it straight out to Kerry-Ann White. He's kicked it upfield. Kerry-Ann White's been good today. A little bit flat for Kerry-Ann White's standards, but...
Oxspring got involved in all of that. Here's the run forward by Sian Mitchell, but they dispossessed her of the footy. Spillage comes back towards Bebbington. She's got a second chance to pick it up. She gets it. Went over the top with the handball. Did pretty well too. Found a teammate.
Anderson coming in, just screaming into the pack there.
Anderson, you can almost sense her frustration waiting back there. She just says, oh, let me get it, let me get my hands on it.
I think she wants to do an Abby Holmes, Charlie, and have a run and a bounce into goal, I think.
It's a nice feeling, Tash.
She's got the kick on her too. Riley's played really well for Thunder Yellow.
Yeah, Riley's been good. Even in this last quarter, she's got a fair bit of the footy.
And Thorne's going to...
This is Barnett.
Barnett started the game as well.
Yeah, she did. She had a terrific start to the game. A little bit quiet in the middle bits, but good here again in this third quarter. And McDougall as well. Pack gets over the top, trying to get the ball out there. Telford.
Punatana Mary in there as well. Fortunately, it's Ox Springs got it on the boot, and O'Shea.
Was a raffle in there, wasn't it?
Another mark, Charlie, to O'Shea.
Wouldn't mind the stats on her. O'Shea was good, and that's a nice kick too to Foley, who's been terrific. Takes them on, Foley, one way and then the other, and then back to Anderson, who went on the wraparound. Anderson's kick was trying to get around that yellow player down there, and Lisa Roberts was going to make it really difficult for her, and the kick came out. Defence was terrific.
Good mark by Kerry-Ann White there. She really needed to take that mark, Charlie, because Thunder Black would have had 3 players around that ball.
Here they are. That's a terrific kick, isn't it? Up over the wing.
Oh.
And running back with the flight of the ball, Chittick. It might spill to her. Didn't. Telford got in the way.
It's a good kick by Islet out of the pack. Great mark by Sian Mitchell.
Works her way through. They just got to her, but she was able to shrug the tackle. And there's water boys and umpires everywhere out there.
That's a good strong mark by Riley, I think that is. No, Barnett, sorry.
Yeah, Barnett's good. Kick to Abby Holmes, takes the mark.
Just looking where Taylor Thorne is when Abby Holmes took that mark there. Oh, great mark by Martin. Brandon Martin, she's already got a goal.
Yep, in that second term. So this might test her, though. It's quite a long way out. I think she might have, just trying to remember her last goal, she might have kicked it off the ground, did she?
Yeah, in the first quarter, I think it was.
This is okay. Second. This is not a bad kick right down to goal.
Oh,
that's a good mark. Terrific mark taken down there by Chittick.
That's a great mark, Charlie. Good kick on goal as well. So this is a gettable goal for her. If she watched how Wanera kicked the ball in the previous quarter.
Even more severe the angle.
Yeah, she should be okay.
So Amy Chittick, she wants to be on the score sheet. She kicks at goal and she drifts it across and misses.
I think she hit the post earlier on too in this quarter, or the last quarter.
What's happened to Danielle Ponta? Well, she's too young to play at this level.
I think she played in the game before.
Youth girls.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she played in the game beforehand. So all the girls out here are over 18, I believe. And that was the concept that why they played the other one.
Anderson's done that a few times. Has kicked it and.
Which is really good. And that's why someone like Taylor Thorne that's gone through the youth competition, Charlie, playing since she was 13, is really showing her skill and class of coming through the divisions.
Barnett went for Abby Holmes then, but just landed a little short, and the free kick pulled out of this, and it's going to go to Teresa Telford in the back pocket, plays for Wanderers.
When I started playing, Charlie, you just played against, if you were 12, you played again in the women's no matter what until the competition sort of started to be controlled by NTFL.
Chittick tries to get it over the line, and she did get it over the line in the end.
Bishop.
But the clean up there is Bishop. Thumps it out wide, only straight in the direction of Lisa Roberts, and the wall won't let it get past her. Wins it, goes to the pocket. Deep kick, Anderson running back with the footy. She didn't get it. Handball comes out, and it did finish up in the hands there of Oxspring. Out towards Lauren O'Shea.
Good hand in there. Good tackle.
Handball across here to White. Goes back. Anderson at the back. Chance here for Puruntatameri. If she can get her foot on it, she does.
Good goal.
And Christine Puruntatameri gets on the board with a goal in the last quarter.
Another goal to Yellow to get 4-5-29 against Black 8-10-58, Charlie. They're halfway there, but unfortunately we've only got about 5 minutes left, so unless they can get another 4 goals in 4 minutes, then we've got an interesting last minute of the game.
Well, I can tell you the interesting now Harper plays for Pint, doesn't she? I had her down as she changed her. No, she plays for Tars.
For Tars,
she?
yep.
Yeah. So all the goal kickers for Yellow come from Tars. So Harper, Puruntatameri, Martin and Abby Holmes have all kicked goals. So in the Yellow team,
they definitely know how to find the goals, that's for sure, the Waratahs players. They kick plenty of them each week.
So Lauren O'Shea doing the ruck work, but they win it out of the middle as the Yellow team, and underneath it was Thorne. You look immediately for Abby Holmes to see where she is.
Yeah.
Thorne's okay because she'll win it and then she takes off, as she's done there, and will have a bounce. She'll mind Abby Holmes when the ball's not coming her way, but she's prepared to run away from her at any other time.
Yeah, she backs herself, Charlie,
Yeah.
and she always has. I remember when she was a 14-year-old playing in the women's competition that she, no matter what, she always backed herself and had full confidence, which was great to see at a young age.
The brilliant Lauren O'Shea wins it again.
It's almost really hard. I mean, you've got Heather Anderson, Angela Foley, Taylor Thorne as the better players, Charlie, to pick the best player on ground. It would be a hard one.
Yeah, Pollard straight to Abby Holmes.
O'Shea as well played her part. Bishop.
Look at the players here outnumbering black players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-2.
Thorne's got it again.
Thorne at the back. Well, I'll tell you what, if she wasn't amongst the top 2-3 players out there, this last quarter is fast putting her in focus for us. Here's Anderson.
But Anderson's got the ball and said, "Don't forget about me." Good mark.
That's a good mark, yeah. Nice mark. Front position there, Hickey.
So they've been able, Thunder Black have been able to play their rotations, Charlie. Deanna Peckham and Bishop's coming off now, and Malboy and Sian Mitchell go back on. So, I mean, they're good quality players to come back on for quality players that have come off. So they just have a better rotation system at the moment.
Anderson and Hickey haven't kicked a kick. Come straight back to Sally O'Reilly out on the wing. For the yellow team, they trail 4-5 to 8-10, so they've doubled their score, the black team.
Potton worked her way in front there to spoil the ball from Amy Chittick.
Mitchell and Stanley involved. Going in to pick it up was Lauren Motlop. Cut it away. High tackles, a free kick there. Bit crude, that tackle from Kate Dean.
And I think Lauren Motlop here, I hope it's cramp and I hope it's not her knee, because she's in serious pain down there, Charlie.
Amy Chittick.
I think it's just, I'm pretty sure it's cramp. Quick kick away by Harper. She's been on fire in the last quarter, Harper.
Yeah, it is cramp. They're pushing the toes up.
The girls are really feeling it now, Charlie. A couple of minutes left. Great game and showcase of women's football with the skill, the commitment.
Quarter time, Black led 2-5 to a point. They led 6-6 to 1-3 at half time and 8-9 to 2-3 at three-quarter time. And they lead here 8-10 to 4-5. They've conceded a couple of goals in this last quarter and only managed to kick a point themselves, but the game was well won by then.
At half time, just the dominance in the first quarters. Angela Foley goes down for 2 bounces and she's got no one coming at her. Lisa Roberts, now the wall is, and she's got her kick away. But just I must mention as well the good quality of the umpires, all the female umpires out here as well.
Trindle Rice got it. Upfield it goes to Kerry Ann White. She'll come to the middle. Her target is Stanley, but it was taken rather by Brianna Martin. And she puts it inside 50. Thorne in the way.
So Abby Holmes has gone back down to full forward. She's managed to sneak away from Thorne at the moment. Punitana Mary's done a snap. Let's hope Holmes can get her hands on it. Another snap.
She has got it. She went back with the handball. Might try to get it to Chitty. It didn't quite get to her. Thorne will get there and clean this up. She get her hands on it? No, she can't. It was good work there by Barnett. This time surely it'll get to Thorne. No, it won't. It'll come out wide towards the wing. Good work at the back there to win this footy.
It's Bebbington. Good kick-off. And Foley. She'll win this contest, Foley.
Look, she sees in the middle. There's 3 players across. There's one right out to the right if she wants to look out there. She hasn't looked. Now she spots her and she goes in that direction. So that's Lucy Adams' kick is wide out there. And she'll give every chance to Carlisle. Kicked the goal in the second term.
Malboy. Sian Mitchell. Good hand pass over the top there.
She'll get it again, Sian Mitchell. Can she? No, she can't. Taking it off her. 19, nearly 20 minutes gone. What have you made of the match, Tash?
A very, very good showcase of women's skills in football. Unfortunately, Yellow weren't able to reach the levels of Black today, but they had an injury in the first 2 minutes, and unfortunately that threw their rotations out. But it's been a great game. I mean, the best player on the ground is going to be really hard to pick, and Lisa Roberts for a losing side, Charlie, is right up there as well.
So it was a good win to Black team. They they had it well won at half-time, didn't they? It has 6-6 to 1-3, and they held on in the end. They'd spent all their petrol tickets by three-quarter time, and the opposition came out and kicked 2 goals 3 in the last term to reduce the margin. But 8-10 to 4-5, fair reflection of the game, I'd have thought.
Yeah, no, it is, and great congratulations to both teams and the players in the squads. There's a few girls out there running water and helping manage that unfortunately weren't able to play today. So it's great to see that women's football is alive and kicking up here, and yeah, it's great, good showcase.
Lots of terrific players.